I know that I can form a family in the spirit. Many years ago, in the place of prayer, the hand of God entered my room and he carried me out of my body, took me into years backward, and he showed me the life of Pastor Chris Akinome. And he said, you always try. So I don't push you. Anybody you want to find, look for him in the spirit. You will find him there.
Welcome to the moment of truth. You just heard Michael Orokpo. He said he knew he has found a family in the spirit, and the spirit of God carry him and enter him into Oyakilome's spirit. I want you to hear it again and again. This is the problem we are now facing in the body of Christ. He's been led astray. He's been hijacked by the spirit of error, by this all kind of spirit that has nothing to do with Christ. And he's now going around leading the young ones astray as well. His own is prayers. You will never hear anything about righteousness, about holiness. It's all prayer. Prayer alone cannot do it. No way. I don't know who they are praying to. All these prayers they have been praying, I don't know what they are gaining out of it. I don't know what beauty or what contribution, a positive contributions he has made in our society today, because I cannot see any. Listen to all his ranting. He was just jumping from here and there. That's the way he was wired. He has collected every kind of spirit and is now out there wreaking havoc. And people are inviting him here and there. He's traveling here and there to spread all this nonsense, all these evils, and they call it fire. You can hear the fire in his spirit, in his voice, but that fire is a strange fire. It has nothing to do with Christ. The other day I did a video about him. I exposed him, and the power that holds him, they actually came to attack me, but because God is the ultimate power, they have to bow in the end. Me, I will keep talking about them because I don't want these people to destroy lives the way they are being destroyed, because there's no spirit of God in them. They're mixing everything together, and by their fruit we shall know them. Stay tuned and hear all his ranting. Tell me if you make any sense out of all what he's saying or he has said, and leave a comment. Thank you. Bye for now.
Until the day of his showing forth, he was not in the wilderness because it's a palatable place to live. John needed to come in the spirit of Elijah. So there is a place he must hide himself. As he stood there, a point came where the man that went to the wilderness is John, but the man coming out is Elijah. The difference is 800 years, but time is no longer a factor, because John entered into an eternity economy, and on the strength of that economy, he can download Elijah into his day. You can download Moses into your day. You can download Enoch into your day. So you go, the people, the sons of the bondwoman arrest you, but by the spirit you enter where Enoch stood, and you can command by location, and all of you will escape with the enemy into the police station. It's a strategy in the spirit realm. Our advantage is mysteries. Did you not read about Paul? He said to Daniel, he said, you seal the book. But Paul came. He didn't bother. He said, when it pleased God to reveal Christ in me, I conferred not with flesh and blood. I went to Arabia. Paul entered where Daniel stood with God, and he said, I was brought into the fellowship of the mystery. And the same thing that Daniel saw and sealed the book, Paul came and opened it. He said, I received the grace to make men see. That thing that Daniel locked away, I came to unlock it. It's a place in Zion. Jacob told Reuben, he said, you shall not prosper. As unstable as water, you shall not prosper. But Moses came, he entered the spirit, and he said, let Reuben live and not die. there's a place we can enter and we can begin to fight with the strength of many. If person in the house was able to challenge Islam, you can challenge Islam. All you need to do by spiritual networking, enter the mountains of Zion. In Songs of Solomon chapter 4 verse 4, he said the mantle of many warriors is on the ear of the city of David. You can enter there and wear the garment of David and come down. It's called spiritual networking. Only men of prayer understand. That's why Jesus himself in Matthew 17 verse 2 on the Mount of Transfiguration, Moses and Elias came and they were encouraging him about what he would do in Jerusalem. Spiritual networking. John was in the Isle of Patmos in the last day, weary and depleted, but he said, I was in the spirit. Patmos is not my problem. I will remain in the spirit. And as he was in the spirit, he heard a sound like the voice of a trumpet, and his brothers came from heaven. He wanted to worship the angel, and he said, no, don't worship me. I am like one unto you. Networking. You can enter the spirit realm, and today your name is Adora, but you can connect with Katakuman in the spirit, and you begin to operate dimension, and they don't understand. It's a dimension in the spirit. You can connect with Ami Semper McPherson. It's a dimension. You hear a story of Francis of Assisi, and by prayer you can connect with it. Why? You have come to Mount Zion, the city of the living God, to an innumerable company of angels, to the spirit of just men made perfect. This is why I don't pursue men anymore. I know that I can form a family in the spirit. Many years ago, in the place of prayer, the hand of God entered my room and he carried me out of my body, took me into years backward, and he showed me the life of Pastor Chris Akinoe. And he said, you have this try. So I don't pursue men. Anybody you want to find, look for him in the spirit. You will find him there.